Yeah, we're doing it again. Straight to Bone Bottom with me. So let's do a little review of where it is, that we are at. Let's get off our thing here. Go to the map. So we kind of started our way in the game. If I can find my mouse cursor. Where did you go? Haha. So yeah, started down here, wiggled our way back up to this spot. We've done some journeying around like this, and we couldn't really figure out anything else to do. Any more places to go to. You know, there's some alluring locations. Like, I managed to work my way up here and killed the vomit boss, whatever he's called. But what I recently discovered when I was there is that there was this new sign. And the dude who was by this sign had a bunch of stuff that I could purchase. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. A bunch of stuff that I could purchase that seems to have, like, quests that I could unlock. Speak to Flea Master Mushka of the Flea Caravan in the Marrow now? Huh? Hunt the haunted pilgrims of Farloom and collect pilgrim shawls from their bodies. Get some of these moss berries, and I actually even have 2 of them already. Interesting. That's kind of interesting. So I think that there's... Whoa, that's way louder than I thought. I think there's almost like a quest system, it appears to be, baked into this game. And so if I go into Zamero, this rightmost bench here, this is where I'm working my way towards. And now that I actually have that quest listing off, where was this? The moss-covered areas of Farloom's lowlands. So I'm going to assume that that's this area. I might just do another inspection of these. Hell, let's do it right now. So I'm going to kind of completion mode my way back from the start. And the good news is this game wants to give you a direct ticket to hell every single time. Morning, the V-neck. Respect it, thank you. Excellent. Oh, nice. I'm too good at these games. And by too good, I mean I didn't see this for a while. I still remember that there's that secret area in Castlevania of the Night. Castlevania Symphony of the Night that also has a secret area. MP3, XO3 says, Day9, you've been absolutely loving this game so far. Hope you do too. Dude, I am absolutely in love with this game. In love. Now, the thing is that I'm not. By the way, Expertise says, go back, you missed it. Now, I want to note, we have a no spoiler policy at all. It's posted in the chat. And I want to let you know, Expertise, if we go here and there's something here, you're going to be in trouble. And if we go there and there's nothing here, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Uh-oh, you're in trouble. All right, we're going to go ahead and give you a 10-minute timeout. And... oh, shit. That's bad. So, I want to note that, like, this is an example of why we have a no backseating policy, because this is a great example of ruining my fun. If I'm working on a crossword puzzle and you pick it up from me, fill it out, and hand it back, you've defeated the entire fun experience of me thinking through things and figuring things out. In a game like this that has secrets, the fun of secrets is the discovery. The not realizing that it's there. Alright. And so, you know, you just kind of ruined that for me. And so I'd appreciate, next time you're back here. Oh, I think you bumped the audio cable. Is it buzzing, Ghosty? I bumped it earlier today, and I thought I fixed it, but let me just handle that real quick. Nope, it seems a bit low. What do you mean by it? Oh my god, we're having so many technical issues. You're lower than before. Sorry, Ghosty, I don't know what you mean. Is it that my audio is lower than it was earlier in the stream? Is it that the game's audio is lower than it was earlier in the stream? Is it that this audio is different than yesterday's audio? There's not enough nouns for me to work with. And no one but Ghosty give any feedback. Because Ghosty and I have a little specific thing. Heard crackle and switch into the game. Oh, that's because... Yes, no, I know what that is. I can do that again. Watch this. I did it, right? I caused the crackle. Yep, that's me turning my fan on. Ow. Rice Krispie treats, of course. Speaking of which, it sure is getting hot in here, Ghost. Maybe I should turn that crackle back on. Now, I will say, though I am disappointed in our pal for spoiling this kind of thing, I will express that this is the kind of thing that I think makes Hollow Knight, and thus far Silksong, really, really satisfying and really, really fun. It's this idea of, I mean, I'm going to just continue to crap on AAA games until they get better, so what can you do? And just for clarity, we are trying to get the third one of these, and I know it's in the mossy area, so I'm just starting from the bottom to see if there's stuff that I missed. But a lot of AAA games, the main area... Oh, the main area is 95% of the game. And you know what? There's a few little things here and there. 5% are little secrets. And a lot of those secrets almost have their own set of labels. I can't remember what game it was. I don't think it was Tomb Raider. Maybe it was actually Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, where there'd be these little blue corridors, and if you saw a little blue out of the corner of your eye, you'd go, oh my god, is there a secret there? And you'd go, and invariably there'd be a secret. And in a way, that's kind of nice. It's kind of fun, it's kind of cool. But it's also like everyone's supposed to experience all the content. I heard something break, and I don't know if it was just a one-time thing. It was probably one of those. But what I love so much about, like, Elden Ring, is that that game is so fucking massive that throughout my stream, people were constantly saying, I've never been here. I had no idea this was here. What is this? I played through this game twice. I do have that up, and so is this. Oh. Nothing up here. And I think that if you start to create that kind of volume of secrets in a game, it suddenly begins to feel like the game is full of possibilities. Like, even that little spoiler reveal, I tried to tamp down on, certainly. And it would also not surprise me if there was something on the left and right side of this pit to fall down and whack my way through, so I'm going to check for that. But it just creates this feeling of anticipation and possibility, and I don't know, I just think it's the coolest thing ever. So I recall going this way. Dude, I keep misplatforming like crazy. Nothing here, right? And I remember reading interviews of Team Cherry after Hollow Knight released, and they talked about that they think it's a really nice feeling if someone works really hard to find an area that only 2% of players wind up seeing. And just to put tons of little secrets around, and to make sure those secrets feel unique. Whoops. Here's like when games purposely obfuscate a mechanic. For example, I'm replaying Metal Gear Solid 5. It reuses glint for both sniper scopes and some collectibles. From a distance, you kind of don't know what you're going to find. Yeah. Where it invites this curiosity. There's nothing here? Alright. Oh, this is the last one, huh? I remember this now. And look at this. I have the ability to, my handy-dandy map marker, oh, I forgot that this was there. That's fantastic. Real Stakes is, I'll say that I think those kind of games are awesome for folks that love them, but those aren't the kind of games for me. I'm happy games are made both kind of ways for different audiences. Oh yeah. And as you all well know, I'm a big lover of a wide variety of games. But I do tend to gravitate towards the ones that feel possibility-rich, you know. Hence why my body just keeps going, Sean, you should play Deadlock. 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 And I think that maybe if I'm trying to actually be objective and precise, I think it is that developers, I think, still underestimate the degree to which that feeling of possibility and wonder and, oh my god, what? Oh, there's like so much stuff, all and secrets and mystery and all this. I think they greatly underappreciate it. Because when I see a $20 platformer outperforming like every Assassin's Creed game that's ever been made in terms of player base at launch, I feel like it's a really interesting signal. So I want to fall down and slide. That was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Play these games too much. Now, that's not to say that Hollow Knight is a better game and the Assassin's Creed games are a worse game. As an example, let's say that we're in an area where there's 50 burger places and each of them get 100 customers a day. and there's one Indian place that gets 500 customers a day. That one specific restaurant is more individually popular than any other individual restaurant, but the totality of burger hawkers is more than the totality of Indian food hawkers. Oh! Beads, 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 beads. Okay, this is the thing that Team Cherry wrote about that I really loved. Team Cherry was talking about, this is an example of a kind of secret that is just, you get some beans, right? It's a currency secret. Oh, I didn't see this little passage, and I got there, and I got some more beads, which can help me buy some shit. Hey. But, way more importantly, they made secrets where you go, and there is like a boss or a monster that is only there and nowhere else in the entire game, which gives it a feeling of uniqueness. What happens when I try to go fast? I, for some reason, remembered that this went up. I'm dumb. And Zara says, nothing sadder than seeing what should clearly be a hidden waterfall cave, only to have your exploration be meaningless. Dude, let me tell you. Elden Ring has, like, the least frequency of waterfall secrets of any game I've ever played. And Tunic has the most. Almost annoyingly so. I keep thinking that I should go replay Tunic, because I just did not like Tunic. Alright, so now what we're going to do, now that we've identified where that last moss flower is, now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the fleas. Oh, the new Aliens show? I watched the first 2 episodes, and then I had a bunch of work I needed to do, and then Britt and I went on a trip, and now I'm trying to get a bunch of work done because I have another work trip coming up. But I really am eager to watch it. Alright, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to go... Let me do this. So we're trying to go right across here, like straight, to get up there. That's basically it. So, by the way, there's a lot of really great comments in chat. I would be delighted to respond to more. Please feel free to repaste. I'm just in a chatty mood, and I am only able to respond so quickly. But for instance, like Navarius and other posts talking about Tunic, I want to come back to your thing. But DarkThread8 says, I think it's just like business everywhere. Companies like making a non-risky profit, so they don't take any risks and make a dependable Assassin's Creed game that is solidly okay. Team Cherry isn't guided by that philosophy, so they made Hollow Knight. It took risks. Could have flopped. It's great. Just look at all the games on Steam that are in early access. Not every team is Team Cherry. Not every executive with 90 million knows which team is Team Cherry. Yeah, no, I think that that is a fair point. And I think that there is another aspect to the games business that this is a little more my opinion on things and my perspective on things. I'm going to save up for that simple key.
Oh boy, yeah.
You know, I'm not going to get anything because I just don't know what I would spend it on. Yo, what up? Bellways? Sure. Yeah, I'm going to do anything that's a quality of life item. Because I think that... You know, there's the Bellway pins. Great. And hey, what a great reminder I can actually take the dude over to where I need to be. But I kind of want to go this way. Yo, happy birthday, Fiona. Hell yeah. Well, Fiona, you're just in time. We're talking about games business shit. Because I think that a consideration I'm gonna say this is a very hand-wavy time frame, but I want to say from the year like 2000 to 2015, there was this kind of logic of, yo, it's hard to just do anything when creating a game. It's hard to have an engine that functions well and performantly. It's hard to make assets and render them. All these things are just hard. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get a team and a set of tech that is so good that no one will be able to compete with us. And the simplest example I can think of is the Call of Duty games and the Assassin's Creed games. You have a Call of Duty game a year that people will pay for year after year after year. It's so fucking much work to make one of those games. For as much as people like to crap on Call of Duty, they're well-made products. They feel great to play. They have campaign and multiplayer working. Oh, sense of space is off. So from like a business perspective, it's very reasonable to say, yo, dude, if we have 1,000 people making Call of Duty games, there isn't another team on Earth that can keep up with us. And this is a true statement, right? And I think that the problem is that the ability to make assets, the need to optimize, the need to make your own engine, all these needs have gone down over time. Because, like, for instance, a lot of really good games are made in Unity. A lot of good games are made in Unreal. A lot of good games are made in Godot. Or, excuse me, Godot. Love calling it Godot. And so, suddenly, if you say, well, we have I'm going to make some shit up. Let's say I'm in charge of Acme Corp Games, and we release World of Acme every year, and it's an open world game, and we have 8,000 artists making heads. We have so many unique heads in the game. We have 10,000 towns developers, so we have 50 towns that have tons of unique people with unique heads walking around. The size of the simulation is crazy. Other games have 100 quests. We have 100,000 quests. It's just like that kind of volume is not as compelling when there is a open world game that's doing something fresh and new. And so I think this is like a really interesting shift that's happening, where to have something that's running as performantly as this, I think it's just like, dude, the engine that this is made on is just handling a ton of it. And that's it, you know?
That's fine.
The master your requests from the Wishwell to the Pilgrim Camp. You are seeing fleas to join your caravan. Oh yes, time's come for those fleas to find each other. Many fleas of this kingdom should be flocking to our caravan, but times have become dangerous. You feel it too, yes? Our poor cousin's out there in hiding. But, do I understand you rightly, stranger? You'll help find the poor, lost fleas, truly?
Benny Frank.
I'm traveling these lands for my own reasons, flea master. However, if it happen on who flees my travel, aid them.
Yanaga Mushke.
Oh, those little fucking guys. Alright, cool. So what's funny to me is that, like, I actually have not really a good sense of where I can go, so I'm going to try to work my way up to where this area is here, and maybe investigate up here a little bit more. Where does this one go to? Ah, that's right. So Fierce Sophie says, you know, you're kind of confused as to why anyone would make their own engine. Well, let's assume for a moment let's assume for a moment that you have Is there something here? What's that? What? You can do that? Oh my god, I can maybe just journey across spikes then? Well, let's imagine that if you use another person's engine, they will take 5% of your revenue. Not your profit, your revenue. And let's say you think that your game is going to cost, or is going to make $1 billion. 5% of $1 billion is $50 million. For some reason, I think I have not been up here. Oh. Oh. I confuse this with another area. Great. Fantastic. So the question is, what do you think the cost of developing that engine is? If you think the cost of developing is less than 50 million, maybe you should make your own engine and just keep all of it. Pilgrim Shawl, nice. Oops. I just hit the wrong button. You know, and you might say, well, dude, we need to ship this game in 2 years. And let's assume that we're on a different project. Dude, I keep hitting the wrong fucking button. I'm dead. Dude, I keep double jumping. I keep hitting the bottom button. I don't know what game it is that my brain is muscle memorying my way into. Well, I should have sat in those. It's not a big deal. I'm bound to have little control snafus like that. Like, if you have to release a game in 2 years and you think it'll take you 1 year to make an engine, let's say you're even making a really simple game, you might just go, ah, screw it, I'll use someone else's engine. Because I think I have a higher chance of success if I can spend 2 years making content in a sweet game, than if I spend a year making an engine and then a year making the content, so. Sphere Sophie says, oh, I think it's that the existing engines are so established and large that it feels impossible to ever catch up to them. That's obviously wrong. A much more focused engine, but still. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's the kind of thing that it's a question that requires expertise. Like doing tech evaluations. Hey, should we make our own stuff here? Should we not? Because for the most part, Sophie, even though there is so much awesome stuff that Unreal does, there's a lot of stuff that it just does not really do. Untaunt says, last stream you said you sent a text to your favorite person. I never got a text. What's up with that? Well, I regret to inform you that my favorite person is my wife. So, unless that's you, Britt, sweetheart, my darling, my queen, ma, oh, my little soulmate. Sakura says, Overgrowth is an interesting outlier here. They made a pretty solid engine. The game never really went anywhere, and now they have Humble Bundle. Well, I think it's less an outlier and more like that shit happens all the time because what players actually care about is a good product. And an engine is a piece of a product. And not the most user-facing part of the product. These the guys? Oh, I see. These are the ones that always happen. Nice. It's probably prudent. Otterbugs, this has probably been asked for, so apologies, but if you read Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow, I have not, but it is next on my reading list, and I own it. Woo! So, Navarius, you've been asking why I didn't enjoy Tunic. I think that, like, I played up to a part that people keep going, no, Day9, you need to keep playing. Oh, this is where the game really opens up. I got to a part where there was, like, 4 crossroads or something like this. But, like, I felt that the game kind of had this Dark Souls-esque quality to it. And it had exploration that was more like knowledge-based exploration. Like, oh, did you know that behind this waterfall there's a passage? You just need to know that? Did you know that? I see. Ah, that's the traversal. Good old Grim Shawl. And I think that, like, in what I remember about Tunic is that, like, how do I put this? I like the way that combat sequences feel when there's this challenge and this challenge and this challenge and this challenge. I also like learning and figuring out a space. And I never quite got those feelings in a lot of the early endeavors I did in Tunic. Because I remember there were sequences where it was like, oh, it's a linear path from here to here to here to here. And then I would get to the end and it would go, ah, you could go behind the waterfall there. And I'd go, all right. So I'd go through the waterfall and then I'd see a linear path and go from here to here to here to here. And it'd be like, oh, that little thing over there. Oh, shit. You can actually sneak through there. There's a secret passage. And, like, I think that my understanding, if I were to critique myself, it would be that I think the game was trying to show you... What? Why didn't I grab the ledge? I think it was trying to show you how this whole you need to read the manual style mechanic worked. It was trying to show you, like, how you were supposed to understand that this game was full of secrets. So that way, when you got to the real game, you were able to go, aha, I see, I can't wait to play this. But my experience of playing Tunic was a lot of, like, I remember having this feeling of, like, oh, that's a locked door. How do I get behind that locked door? And then the game did not talk about the door. It was just like, there's a thing there. And I was like, all right, fuck you. I walked past it, fine. There's another thing over there. And I never felt like I was discovering stuff. Sure, why not? And let me actually be more precise with the answer, Navarius. Here is 80% of the answer. I think I played Tunic for somewhere between 4 and 6 hours. And I felt like I didn't quite get it. And then I went, yes, game probably isn't for me. And as I was closing it, a bunch of people were like, dude, you're stopping at the part where you'll really enjoy it. You know, from here on out. Can you teach us? I'm confused by this explanation. Yeah, sure. Let me give an example. And this is me trying to remember what I felt. So, like, take this moment right here in Hollow Knight. I was at this moment, and I went, do I want to go up here? Because what if this branches off into a path? Do I want to go up here? Do I want to go down here? And there's all these different branches that are teasing me. Where should I go? And because there's a lot of... there's a lot of, like, possibility. I am choosing to explore this way instead of going down there. So it feels like my choice. It feels like my choice. A lot of the experience of playing Tunic was that I felt like often there would be an area kind of like this. So I would be the player, and I would enter in, there'd be some fighting, and then I'd go here. And then here would be a little page that says, hey, there's a secret passage right here. And when I would go over there, there would be this little bush here. And I would just go straight through the bush. And then, oh, here's another little passagey thingy that I would do. And then I would get here, and it would be like, yo, dude, actually, there's a little passage in this bush. And I'd go, fuck you, fine. And I get, all right, I guess I'll go through that. What? Gabe says, Tunic is not a Metroidvania, though. That's immaterial to my point. My point is that I went down a linear path, and my reward for going down the path was, surprise, there's a bush there. And, oh, Jesus. And I found that not very compelling. Holy shit, I did a terrible job. It's funny, the first attempt that I made was better. I literally can do this. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time on this second go about. It appears that it is a good day to die. Whoopsie doopsie. And the thing is that not every game needs to be an exploratory game. Not every game needs to be like a Metroidvania, or like an open world game, or like, you know, a dungeon crawler. These genres that famously have tons of exploration and history about uncovering the space. Not every game has to have that. But often when I play a game, I'm trying to understand what the game is and how to think of it. I'm sitting down and playing The Witness. That game has a lot of logic puzzles, and I'm looking at the logic puzzle, and I'm trying to understand what it is, how to solve it. And that's what that is. And that experience of solving puzzles in The Witness felt very much so logic-driven. Oh yeah, you have a pilgrim shawl. Show me what you shawl. Ugh. Fine. So when I was playing Tunic, what I struggled with is that I couldn't quite tell what kind of game it was. I couldn't tell if it was an exploration game, because if it was, I was not having a lot of satisfying exploration. I couldn't tell if it was a Dark Souls combat style game about mastery and progression, because I didn't actually find that there was that much combat. Couldn't really tell if it was a more of like a Zelda adventure game. I'm playing around with my inputs on these safer berries to try to understand maybe trying to understand how my momentum works in this. And one of my very good friends, Sean Bouchard, whom I do mostly walking with on Mondays, one of the greatest humans I will ever meet, he loved Tunic. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to understand how, after I bounce off this, what my momentum is like. Because one thing to note is that you need to press down when you're doing this. And I think I need to press down and then hold right, like immediately, and that's what's going on. Yeah, that just felt way better. Oh my god, Ravi, how's it going? How is it going? Yeah, I think I have the feeling down now. I just wanted to practice that a little bit before I ate shit up here again. I was kind of wish they sell the printed version of Tunic manual. It's incredible. Oh, fuck. See, it's like so much easier now that I practiced. Bring your beads. Give me my beads. I just want to thank you for giving the vibes chill tonight. Man, we'll check with my doctor tomorrow to make sure my cancer hasn't come back. 4 years, and I'm losing my mind a bit. Appreciate everyone with the good vibes. Rider Guitarist, I am so fucking sorry you're going through that, man. I have friends who have and are going through that, and it is... Oh yeah, I'm in a dead end. Good thing your pal Day9 practices things. Look, Prime says, you know, it's funny. I think that description exactly fits my experience with Hob, except then the game ended. Yeah, I had the same experience with Hob. And I'm curious what is meant by this inquiry from Arabian. What's this, Sean? Do you have any insight as to why, from the mid-2010s till today, most of the AAA industry focus on form over function in game design? Like, that's... I'm curious what you mean. I'm sure I'll share an opinion on the topic. That's a cool little mechanism. That's fucking sweet. Stardust says, quick tip without any spoilers. I'm going to give you a timeout because, again, no backseating in any form. Pretty pleased with sugar on top. We're really clear about this. No suggestions, no backseat things. Don't go. Oh, now that you, like, I appreciate that you want to help me. I appreciate that. But I promise you, all it's doing is taking away my fun. Because to point to your specific example, you brought up that you can jump in the chest because sometimes things get stuck in the chest. Now, imagine if I jumped in that chest on accident myself and went, oh, dude, there's stuff in here. Oh, this is so sick. That's a moment of discovery for me. That's a moment of fun and satisfaction and discovery and joy for me. It is a now, again, taken away. Yo, what up, Lee? This is, why is Sean a boomerang with a dress on? This sounds like a setup to a joke, and I want to know the punchline. Uh-oh. Whoops. Alright, that's bad. Oh, he jumps. Today I learned that he jumps. To the right we go. See? Killed you on the ground. Not for your shawl. The shawl's fine. I did it for the beads. But yeah, Iranian one. I was curious. If you have any thoughts on that? I also feel like I kind of get why the game introduced quests. Because, like, if you die and you go through the areas again and again, you can feel like you're making progress on something, even though you're doing the same shit again and again and again. Now, I'm a complete degenerate. I'm delighted to do the same shit repeatedly. But Aramian says, why, mostly why they prioritize on size and scale and graphics and engine improvements and not so much the depth of game mechanics and what the player actually interacts with? Sure. So there's a notion in product design, not just games, but products in general, of like research type stuff and execution-y type stuff. So like, say that you are a chip manufacturer, like AMD. You might need some researchers to figure out how to make your next super small chip. Nice. But, like, once you have figured out that design, there's all this logistics stuff that, you know, doesn't really have anything to do with knowing how to make the cool new chip. It's like, okay, let's say we already have the factory to manufacture it. How do we actually buy the materials that we need to make the chip? Where do we buy them from? Once we've made them, how do we distribute it all around the world? How do we get good deals on those kinds of distributions? And so on and so on and so on and so on. And a lot of that sort of stuff just takes a ton. I'm going to see if there is a bench below. A lot of that stuff just takes huge amounts of time and effort, but it's predictable. It's really, really, really predictable. It's predictable in a way that researchy type stuff is not. What is this? Nice, very good. Where do we even leave this? Right back up to where I was. Eye on the prize, baby. I like combat. And the thing about researchy type stuff is that it is unpredictable. Imagine that the research thing that I'm trying to do is to come up with a cure for a rare disease known as Day9-itis. It's not like if someone comes up to you, the researcher, and says, all right, how's that cure coming along? Can we get it done in 1 quarter? And you might go, well, I know that we've made progress, and I have no idea when the cure is going to be discovered. You know, who knows? And if you say, well, I need you to work really, really hard, it doesn't fucking mean anything. It's like putting a deadline on when you're going to find someone to marry. Sean, I heard you're single. How are you going to find? Are you going to find someone to marry? I don't know. I'm not dating right now. Oh my god. Well, so would you say a year then, or would maybe 6 months be a better timeline? Like the timeline doesn't make any sense. And so when you have something like, again, to make up a number, 1,000 people at your company, and you're making games, it is knowable and clear and predictable and understandable. Things like, how long does it take to make 50 buildings that we can create into a town? Oh, it looks like we're behind schedule. Okay, we're going to make 40 buildings instead. Like, that's very knowable. But if you say something like, how do you make a next generation open world game or MMO or whatever? I want to see something really fast. Alright, I want to get really close to him. I think I might be a little Dark Souls pilled. Because in Dark Souls, a lot of bosses you can stand right next to. And they, like, can't hit you. So I wanted to, like, stand right next to him real fast. But it looks like he's just a boss. Okay, that was very not what I intended to do. Backlog Bands, Watch the Kish is still about Tunic. This is about just, like, why there's a lack of innovation with a lot of larger studios. Oops. Oh, he swings them. I'm so gonna die. Nice. It's a matter of ease of trackability. Well, again, imagine you have 1,000 people working at your studio, and you say, we're gonna create a research team who's gonna figure out next generation open world mechanics. Okay, that team's gonna go. How many people does it take to do that research? Not a lot. But when are they gonna come up with the innovation? When are they gonna come up with the core mechanic and idea that they've tested and failed and tested and failed and tested and failed, tested and failed, and then have the new mechanic design? We knew we wanted to make a next generation thing, but we had no idea what that means, so we tried 40 different things, and then we found the one really good mechanic. How long does that process take? If it takes like a year for a team of, again, to make up numbers, a team of 10, to do that iteration, figure out, it took them a year. Do you want to pay 990 salaries of people just fucking sitting there doing nothing? It's not about trackability, it's about not setting money on fire. I think I actually want to stay above him. Ah, I keep jumping when I should not be jumping. Nice. I mean, I feel like this happens in almost any business, that, like, you might think of it as the non-risky thing to do, but, like, it's... The risk is very real. I think this is something that's easy to not appreciate, but once it's put in human terms, it's, like, easy. Or not human terms, in individual terms. If, like, a really good friend of yours said, hey, I have a really cool idea for a creative project. Could you give me, like, $50 to try it out? You might go, all right, I'll give you $50. Now imagine they say, hey, can you give me $5,000 to try it out? You're like, that's a shitload of money, man. And where's your cutoff limit, right? Yeah, I think I want to stay above. I need to walk under him when he does that. I need to be somewhere else when that happens. Gotta be careful not to overdo that. Now I want to just do that endlessly. Now I'm just like, can I parry him? Let me just go up and parry him endlessly. Turn him into bones. Yahoo. Funny thing is, I don't even want to go down. Veridus says, I'm the chest backseater. I didn't realize it could detract from any enjoyment. I apologize. I have to. Oh, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about a thing, Veridus. I completely understand. I really appreciate it. It's really thoughtful of you to come back and say that. And I want to be really clear. I don't ever want someone to be, like, really dunked on and shit. And there's like a really weird imbalance where I'm, like, one person with a microphone on a stream and there's all these people watching and I don't want to feel ganged up on and stuff. I tend to make the point very firmly for clarity's sake. I want it to be clear. Oh, shit. Nice. Bill Grimshaw.
Oi, era! Madura! Toro, toro.
Oi, oi, you there? Get us out of here. Since when's a little light thievery worth a lifelong sentence? Very well. Oh, free lass of Grindle. Hell yeah. Locked up in here much too long we was. Nasty place to keep poor little snitch bug like Grindle. Oh, you're smelling fancy. You got some pockets under your cloak? Hiding away some goodies for us to go for? Yeah, here we go. Beware your greed thief. You'd be dead before your claw reached my cloak. Oh, never mind then, bully. Plenty of tasties lying around for us down there. We smells them. Oh, I see. This is the... Is this the patches of Silksong? Because Ramian once says, but I can't shake the feeling there are companies that don't try to innovate. They found their Oreo. They can sit on their creation for the rest of time, kind of like soccer games or NFL. I'd say kind of. To use Call of Duty as an example, you don't just shrug your way into products that are that successful. There's a shitload of really high-quality work that needs to go into those things that are not innovating. Work that is hard and deserves respect. Designed for rapid attacks. Ooh, that feels fun. Hi, my name is Joe44. Sports can get away with a lot because they sign exclusive deals with the league, so there's no competition and they can realistically crop up. But like as an example, I have no idea how challenging or complex arranging the license for FIFA is. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of individual athletes that are in that game. That's a shitload of work to make sure that you are appropriately managing the image and likeness and getting verification, and there's probably back and forth to where if a 3D modeler makes a model of a very famous footballer's head, and that head, does that get sent to that footballer's team to review? No, this doesn't look like his head. He looks like an idiot. I think that, like, things that are not, they're quote-unquote not innovative, in many cases are actually still a crap load of work. And I just want to give respect to that because I think that innovation is easy to see and easy to respect in a lot of ways, especially when it's done well. And innovation is easy to disrespect when it's done poorly. Oh, they made that new game with that weird mechanic, and I played it, and it was total dog shit. Or excuse me, dog water. Oh, cool! Oh my god! His head is protected! Oh, that's so awesome! Give me your cloak. Stream felt framey. Let's see. I mean, I've been having internet issues, Marskal. Yeah, Sheriff. Oh, yeah, Sheriff. Oh, yeah. Sheriff, you are so sweet and so cute, and I know you want Dad snugs, but Dad's working. Nice. Cool. It's a nice little design. Enjoy that. Alright. She always wins. Partly because I love her. Partly because when I don't pick her up for snugs, she gets angry and pees somewhere. Alright, well, I'm going to keep playing, okay? If you want to sit down, this is how the lap's going to be. Oh, yeah, that's fun. Oh, I just didn't see that before, huh? My sweetheart. Alright, let me try this, sweetie. Let me try this. Okay, let me try to get my leg crossed like that. Alright, there you go. This is a semi-reasonable way to do this. Looks like I need some sort of wall jump mechanic. Okay, I'm gonna keep going, I think, to the right. This is what you're describing. It's a huge problem, also in the science community. Replicating and verifying results is crucial to building a scientific body. However, that work often goes unappreciated and underdone because there's little acclaim to be found in being the third or fourth person to research something. Discovering something new is easier to appreciate. Yeah. So do I want to go to the right, or do I want to go up and see what's on the other side of that guy? I'm changing my mind a lot, but I'm going to go this way. I like backtracking and re-backtracking and getting more and more familiar with things. It just feels nice for me. Wildcards is... I can also say that I literally interviewed for a job a month ago with a AAA company for an R&D position to literally invent the next gen of tech and games. Didn't get the job, but the idea companies aren't trying to generate new ideas is false. They are for every company of 1,000 people, with 800 working on the Call of Duty money machines. There are 200 more people working on something unannounced that's coming down the pipe. They can figure it out. Yes, to be clear, my claim was not that innovation isn't happening. It is not that. The question that I was asked is, why does it seem like there's a sort of sameness and a lack of innovation that can be seen with franchises like Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty? Why does that happen? And the answer that I was exploring is, it is very difficult to have a ton of people at a company. Oh, I was directed at another chatter. Oh, you're not talking to me? I'm sorry, I thought everything was about me, Wildcard. I didn't realize. I apologize. I'm a megalomaniac. I blame Sheriff. Sheriff, this is your fault. And your punishment will be scritches. Hold on, I gotta punish this cat. She's been so bad. Why are you so snuggly this week? Not the first time? I mean, not the first time that I've been a megalomaniac. It actually is the first time, because I've been continuously a megalomaniac for my entire life. Okay, goodbye. Oh my god, you went yourself. I love you. What are you doing? She's just having a seat. That's great. Dark Threads' Ghost Story Games has been innovating since 2017. Hasn't made a game yet, though. Honestly, I think that's reasonable. Hunter's March? Oh, cool. Fuck. Whoa, these guys are... They, like, can eat hits. Alright. I'm gonna find that corner for fellow. And I'm gonna do it first by throwing myself off the cliff. Gotcha. Yeah, because, I mean, I think that, like, there's this... I'm actually curious. I want to get some live data. Let's get some live data from the chat. A company has just opened up. They only have one employee, which is the person who founded it, but they have $100 million, right? Huge sum of money. How many years should it take for them to release their game? So this one person is going to hire a bunch of people. What? How did I not grab onto the ledge? This is a question I pose to you. Oh my god. Oh my god, I literally had it and then I let go. Oh, let me be up here, I'm awesome. I mean, what kind of game? Let's just say a big one. Oh, shit. Oh! Because the number that I have tracked, that I would say is just in my brain, is 5 years. This is the number that I see come up the most, as 5 is like a normal amount of time. You know, let's see, 5, 8, 6 to 8, at least 5, 3 years, 5, 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 2 to 5 years, 8 years, 5 years, you know. I see this number come up a lot. Like, well, dude, they got this game out in 6 years. I can't believe it's been 7 years since Silksong. You know, like, oh my god, whoa. Need the beads. So many beads. And I share this because, like, I think that number is just not accurate. I think that it's actually an absolutely fucking gigantic range. Oh, whoops. Where'd my guy go? I was winning. Yeah, I think that number is not accurate. It's just like this absolutely ridiculously gigantic range. And I think that increasingly, as companies are trying to do more interesting, innovative stuff, that number is just going to get higher. Dude, I love that there's these little ants moving along the bottom that are just shuffling stuff around underneath. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hit it. Jake. Man, this is so great. Oh my god, I beat the guy and dove right into the pit. Oh.
Toro, please. Toro.
Alright, well, here we go. Ready to crack one.
Toro, please. Dilligam.
Beneath here and further on, the burly bellheads have a big, hot, gleaming hive.
Elomec.
This big gate that got down its belly, shut tight, locked up. If you could wriggle through, you'd get your claws and all kinds of goodies.
Toro, please.
No.
Toro.
I do want to do that later, though. But yeah, no, I think that, like, in the modern day and age, I think that, like, there are so many insanely, stupidly, ridiculously good games out there right now. I think it's actually reasonable and natural to say something like, yeah, I think that product might actually take 7 or 8 years. Like, for instance, Star Citizen, I brought up before, and let me be really clear up front. Star Citizen has made a lot of promises and screwed up. They've messed up so many promises. And that's bad and that sucks, and I have only criticism about that. I think that, on average, you need to, like, be hitting 80-90% of your promises. Everyone's going to screw up. Every company that has great track records has complete screw-ups. Look no further than No Man's Sky. But if you want to make something on the scope of ambition of a, welcome back, Sheriff, on the scope of ambition of a Star Citizen, let's not ask the question about them specifically. Let's ask the question, what if you were told to make something of the size and scope of Star Citizen? How long would that take? I think 10 to 15 years is actually a reasonable timeline for that kind of game. Did I go up here? I think I just went the other way. Like, or maybe a better question is, if I said, I need you to make an MMO that will be substantially better than World of Warcraft, how many years will it take? That's where I think that, like, 10, 15 years is pretty reasonable. I mean, Toby says you're a reasonable person, Sean, but this is the internet. Are you talking about my comment on the MMO, or are you talking about Star Citizen? Because again, I think that part of the reason why I think the internet is, on average, like, eye-rolling a lot about Star Citizen is that they have just said the game's gonna come out in, like, 20 minutes. They've said it, like, so many times, dude. The game will be out next year. The game will be out next year. It'll be out next year. Don't worry, next year, the game will be out. Hey, no, really, it's gonna be out next year. That man says, oh, I'm talking about pretty much everything you've ever said versus everything everyone else has ever said. What? You can hit me from there? You absolute turkey. I love this enemy. I think he's awesome. Material says, no matter how much time is invested in development, success is also tied to a perfect timing in the market. I wouldn't say perfect. I mean, timing is relevant, but, you know, I think about something like Horizon Zero Dawn. And I don't remember what the second Horizon game is. Was the second one Forbidden West? Yeah, both of those had, like, the worst possible timing. I think it was, like, one of them was Elden Ring, one of them was, like, Tears of the Kingdom or something. I missed. Man, can you actually not get up there? I feel like I have to be able to. There we go. Oh. Alright, one more try, but I think we can get it. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. I went down dash the wrong way, so. I think I actually do want to go up when I get up there. Oh, whoa! Audrey says, is there any sort of noteworthy competitor to the genre of the Sims franchise? I feel like, what was the name of it? It's like Inzoi? Oh no, you okay? Oh, she's puking. Oh my god, we got a hairball coming. Oh god. Do I have paper towels down here? Oh my god, my roll's empty. You okay? Okay? It's okay. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, it is just a hairball. Alright. Anytime my cats have a hairball, I like stop everything and watch them. Like, all right, we doing okay? Mevo says Dana has a nicely shaped head. Thank you. It's my most valued possession. Whoops. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh. Do. Fear Dragon says, sorry if you've spoken about it, but how do you feel about the down attack moving forward compared to Hollow Knight, just swiping down without influencing direction? I had a lot of thoughts about it when I started playing. I played this, or played the original Hollow Knight 8 years ago. So, like, I mean, I love how it feels. I don't know what that means. Yo, Darth Morgana, happy 123 months in a row on that tier 3. Mwah! Morgana, you sweetheart. How are you? Zenith says, not sure how this statement fits into the discussion, but I wanted to share. I'm now 6 years into my journey as a software engineer at a large corporation. The ebbs and flows I've observed around how doing too many things and being stretched overly thin across too much work has led me to believe that most delivery problems come from bad management / leadership, not the people doing the work. I think that is accurate. And I think that good leadership and management it's just fucking hard. And it's not a static property. It's like on a per thing basis. Like, as an example, I play a lot of strategy games and card games. My opinions and thoughts about gameplay there are much more robust than my opinions and thoughts about platforming, which are much more robust than my opinions and thoughts about first-person shooters, where I really don't fucking know anything. So, like, you know, that's part of the reason why I'm working on a strategy game, where I feel like I can make capable decisions around a strategy game. Ow, fuck. Ah! Worth. And dead. And so I think that in the same way that if you have like a project manager, let's say you're working on software, and I'm just going to say you're working on making Amazon.com in the early days. Amazon.com doesn't exist. So there's all these features that you need to add. You might be someone who is, as a project manager, amazing at coming up with a plan around how can we have a really great scaling database where people can submit products to it and they just show up perfectly and get shipped perfectly. And then you can be a terrible manager when it comes to figuring out the features that help users discover good shit to buy. No, give me a break. I down dashed. And so this is all to say that I think that it is true that there's certainly bad workers, there's certainly bad leaders. I think that a lot of projects go poorly due to bad leadership, period. I think that's just true. But I would just want to express that it's not like you can just shrug your shoulders and be like, well, I'm going to be a good leader. Just choose it. Still working on some of my timings of this. Sheriff, you gotta stop me on. What? What is this guy doing? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Cornifer here. Oh, shit. Wait, I am so... Is he fighting against me? What thing am I dodging? What thing am I dodging? I think he's on my side. I was not sure who was on my side and who wasn't. I think just he is on my side and everyone else is an enemy. That's what I think. We're gonna find out in round 2. Fortunately, this area is insanely fun to move through. I also think I've come to understand that those little circles are his circles. I have so many rosaries. Oh, why on earth did you not? Okay, I did, apparently. Is it just... So I kind of have an issue here in that I really want to just go hit, 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 hit. And see if it actually fully parries. I mean, don't tell me, don't spoil it for me. But, like, that's what I want to do. I just have enough... These guys are easy enough to beat that I don't want to risk just dying trying to explore something. I can do research when I'm... Gotcha. Charlie the Garlic says, hey, Day9, I've been keeping this under wraps for a long time, but around a year ago, I was watching your videos, and you said through the screen to me, make a fucking game. I've since spent the last year working with a tight group of friends to create my dream game, largely in thanks to you inspiring me to just fucking do it. Thank you. Oh my god, that's so cool, Charlie. That's all you, baby. Ugh. Oh! Immediately died. That's so funny. Another round. Third time's the charm. Hi. Why are you so mad? Why are you so upset? Why do you want so much attention? You peeing on doors? Oh, look at you with your little tummy. She's got this little white tummy. Oh, yes. Gotta pee on something. Yeah, no, Apoc, well, I understand the life of the cat. Dude, she just wants to hang out. I'm gonna get a box. I'm gonna give her a box. For a while, she just didn't really come down here. But then Britt and I were gone for 5 days, and then she's just like, oh my god. Dude, I gotta be honest, man. Anytime my cat wants attention, I give her attention. She is one of my, and I mean this very sincerely, she's one of my very closest friends. She's a good friend. She doesn't speak English at all. She's a terrible partner when you're playing games. But I think for pretty much everyone who has pets, I think you'll relate that, like, during, like, some of your hardest times, your little pet is just so happy to, oops, see you, spend time with you. It's just wonderful to have my tiniest friend joining me today. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, here, get your lap. There you go. Alright, so I can only cross my legs like this for so long before my leg starts to fall asleep as her tiny little 7-pound body gets comfortable. What up, Barry? Barry Carlines, does Silksong have control groups? I don't know what those are in any genre, to be very clear. Mentioned sitting like that for long periods as a goal to your trainer. Ooh, that's a good idea. Dude. Oh, I thought I could get there. It's a bait, because then I can heal. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Oh, she's making bread right on my stomach. Oh, you're doing the other side. Charlotte Garlics are just watching this game. I know I'm already filtered. What do you mean? As in, like, I'm filtering you out? I see that you say that your co-op shooting game is planning for maybe June 26th, but you don't want to overcommit to a date. But even though you have a long way to go on assets, it really feels like things are shaping up and the gameplay's fun. Don't think I don't look over at my chat and process. I'm just busy sometimes. Got him. So now Cornifer shows up. Okay, so he is on my side. I see. I'm like touching right up against him. Dude, I just am walking right into dudes. Oh, man. This is a little hard for me to process. A little hard. Hold on, I gotta just do this. I would honestly prefer if the guy was not helping. It's, like, harder for me to process. Okay, Sheriff. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because I need to be a lot closer to the screen. So I need to raise my standing desk. And then you're gonna go under. There you go. Alright, there we go. Cookie says, I know for a fact I play worse with my cats in my lap. Yeah, well, my left leg is currently falling asleep. And I have sharp claws digging into my stomach. Like, almost all my shirts have little tiny holes in the tummy. But she's so happy. So I buy cheaper shirts and think, who needs a leg anyways? I think for me, probably the hardest part is that the flying dude, I'm not familiar with his moveset, and I keep running into his little thingies. I don't know what they are. Knives. Close, but no cigar. Hit. Okay. Ow! Okay, what are you thinking? You getting comfortable? I think that this down dive attack is actually so... Oh, is that how that works? Ow! Ooh! Ow! Shit, Sheriff. Jesus Christ. Man, she just, like, decided to just slide off my lap. Alright. Alright, now we're back in business. There we go. Rip your souls. I mean, who cares? It's fine. I mean, I'm enjoying the combat and the platforming, and thus far, all I've bought is icons on the map, so... Alright. The sheriff's skill filter. Yeah, let me tell you something. I'm not good enough to overcome my cat. I'll happily concede that point. Super Odan says, I have a legit question. Whenever I find myself going back to a new section over and over again, I find myself getting a bit fatigued and almost entitled to killing the little bugs easily. That makes me make mistakes because of my impatience. I think that there's, like, research to... Oh, I need to stop hitting that guy. There's research to back up the idea. Let me just kill these guys as I'm going past. That when you first encounter something, And I don't just mean like, oops, an enemy in Hollow Knight. I mean like... Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? And this is a funny example, where like, you lean in and you're focused, and then you start getting comfortable and muscle memory starts to kick in, and then another part, like, your brain stops paying as much attention, and then you start making mistakes and you pay attention again. I think I remember reading something like that. But, like, yeah, I think that in any game I've ever played, there's things that I practice and I get really good at and I feel really good about it, and then I start focusing on other things, and all of a sudden the thing that I was practicing, I'm starting to feel like I'm bad at it again. I need to go revisit it. Oh, he's not 3, he's 4. As like an example, I get to this section and my brain's like, dude, I'm just gonna stop killing these guys. I'm just gonna walk right across. Oops. Or like, I don't feel as threatened, so I'll just heal right in front of them and then like maybe take 2 chunks of damage. Oh, he comes down at different angles. I see. Aha! Greed is good. Did you finish the first game? / is it okay to talk about? Yes! Hollow Knight 1 spoilers are okay. Oopsie daisies. Oh, I saw chat got cleared. Someone give a spoiler. Give me advice on how to beat this easy section. What? I'm gonna try to zone Cornifer out of my brain. See, I'm trying not to attack this guy very much because I do want to see his patterns. Oops. Get him, Cornifer. Alright. Cornifer did all the work. That was not me doing stuff. Great. So I can go to here. Woohoo! What's this? Ooh, yeah, let's get a hunt marker. Hey! Straight line, city, baby. Easy. Whoops. Oh my god. Skipping. There we go. I did it. Oh, it's more of this resource that I don't do anything with ever. Excellent. Rats. What do you think is down here? Pain. Pain again. So I can jump over here. Boop. Ooh. Oh, all right. So now we got the map. They were just camping. I know. They were trying to unwind. They're trying to just relax after the end of a long day, and I was like, I'm going to fucking kill those guys. And to answer a previous question, I am intending on playing some more Silksong. Tomorrow, I am going to play March of the Giants, because the beta is shutting down soon. And Sacriel was wondering if I wanted to play, and I do. It's the new Amazon MOBA. And then next week, I have a work trip Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the week after that, more Silksong. You can see it at the very bottom of my calendar listing. Oops. Y'all done Blueprints? Not a chance. Blueprints is like my favorite thing in the universe. Blueprints is a game that I 1,000,000% intend to play through more. You motherfucker! You know, I want to test this now. So I want to see how parrying works. Alright, I'm just going to try to eat it a little bit. Because when I was playing Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which is a sensational game, by the way. That game, I just spent some time learning to parry well. And the game was, like, instantly way awesome. it looks like, you know, it's maybe not as simple as just hit when they hit, because it looks like I have a cooldown on my attacks. They're not cooldown, but like, there's frames where I'm still swinging. I just can't spam instantly. What? I missed it? Dude, I hate this part. Because it's better to just skip. Then it's easier. Ah! Ah! Something broke in my brain. My brain was like, we're not doing this. We're just gonna suck. Silksong Rite of Passage. It's so funny, like, I have, by and large, been nailing my fruit jumps, and then just, like, something in my brain on that downward slope, it's like, I don't know how to fucking do it. But man, I just love a game where I need to pay attention. See, like that. This is what I mean by I start getting rushy. Your fruit, are they peppers? I assume they're apples. Bad apples. Huh? Whoops. Oh. Look like persimmon? I don't even know what persimmons are. Like, I know that it is a fruit. I should say, I believe it is allegedly a fruit. Whatever. Get this! Get him! Get him! I can't be killed by this guy, no! Oh, you can just always pop him! Oh, look at that! Thought I could do a cool move. There it is. I'm not cool. Got him. Ah! Ah! The bug's... Oh, I can't believe the bug got me, man. It's so funny. After the thing scared the shit out of me. Ooh, yeah. Well, since I'm going through this a million times, what should we talk about? What's there to chat about? What do you want to know? I can share my thoughts on things. I have thoughts on stuff. Check out the latest Path of Exile 2 leak. I have not. I have not checked out Path of Exile 2 since the last time I streamed. I loved it when I streamed it. I loved it. Ooh, Rancid Minds. Any thoughts on the new hybrid SC2 versus SC1 mod that people are playing? I think it's just... I think it's evidence of two things. I think it's that people are interested in cool RTS content. For those of you that don't know, the SC1, SC2 mod is, instead of picking Protoss, Terran, Zerg, you can pick StarCraft 1, Zerg, Terran, Protoss, or StarCraft 2, Zerg, Terran, Protoss. You can play them against each other. That's awesome. That's so cool. And I think that it also speaks to something that I'm rather passionate about. I think that StarCraft 2 in the competitive esports scene has been so stale for so long. And don't get me wrong, I still watch plenty of StarCraft 2. I mean, I watch more Brood War, but like it's so fucking stale, man. I'm so tired of seeing the same fucking openings again and 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 again. Like, oh my god. I think that I would much more eagerly watch weird maps, weird strategies, have the balance change more frequently, have a little chaos get thrown in there, and that's what I love about the SC1 versus SC2 mod. Because there's a question of, like, how do all those matchups work? Oops. Suspects is Mary sent me here, everyone. Howdy. How's Mr. Mandalove? Still watch Dan his wholesome chat experience. If I do watch Dan, I mute it. Because Dan has to listen to that shit, but I don't. Oh my god, it was so hard. Oops, this time the shit out of all of these. Is Brood War part of SC2 or is it not included in the mod? Yeah, when anyone says StarCraft, they're talking about StarCraft Brood War. This way. Yeah, StarCraft 1 was released on March 31st, 98, followed by Brood War on December 31st, 1998. So, I mean, they were right next to each other. There was, like, hardly any time for it to not be there. Ooh, very good. It's funny, in a weird way, seeing enemies, I'm like, excellent. Oops. I have a way to heal now. You bastard. I feel like there's got to be a bench here somewhere, you know? Howdy. Goodness, this is just too embarrassing. Detected even through my perfect cover. What tell, what error? Surely something gave me away. It was the icon on the map. It was no one thing, young bug. Your disguise is near faultless. I've merely spent a long life being watchful. And again, There was an icon on the map.
Baku baku.
Gah! Then I'll just have to hope the beasts don't share such keen sight. It'll be so much harder to accomplish my work when detected or eaten.
Cadestre.
The task is easy, but a treacherous quest, but a crucial one. The last which my father taken up to study these wild caves, his fields still display life and growth even as lands around erode to dust. There is a hot harmony here that eludes the gray wastes above and all the dry marrow beside. Time in study, I shall uncover why. So I can do like... So this, I'm going to use red for like, I think there's a passage up here that I can do shit with. I feel like there's got to be a bench here soon. Ah! But did I rest? This is the best fucking game ever, man. This game's fucking awesome. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, that's fucking awesome. I knew there was a bench nearby. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. Hey, what up, Snuggly Sadist? Happy 100-month anniversary. Plus change. Nicolaus says, for RTS, was the disconnect between the spectator view and the player's actual gameplay view ever a barrier for success in drawing new players in? I'm curious what you mean, because I think the exact opposite. The player view and the spectator view are the same. And that's one of its great strengths. I think that strength is also similar in Dota and League and other 2D esport style games. Bench jump scared you when you were playing? Didn't scare me. As you see, I ran right into it the second I got done taking damage from it. Snuggly Sadist. Good to see you, man. Snuggly Sadist, you know, I know a lot of people tune into this stream to de-stress, but I also do this stream to de-stress. Because the last thing I do on my long days is I do a little stream. So it's this really lovely barrier where, like, after this, I'm gonna... Oops. I don't want to knock him in because I want his money. Day9 project thing going on soon. I'm kind of putting almost all of my other projects on a hiatus until I'm farther along with my little game projecto. If that little guy kills me, I deserve it. Got any upgrades? I like hitting that one for just a memory, you know? I just want to remember what it feels like. Oops. Unless for big term broadcast, don't they often use different cameras from what the players are actually seeing? Or something like Counter-Strike, the viewers only ever seeing the player's perspective? No, it's the same. I mean, like, the zoom level, they zoom back a little bit, but it's the same one. And so, is there any new RTSs you would recommend? I mean, it's like my favorite genre to talk about. So, I mean, are you speaking of new things specifically? Because, I mean, there's the Dawn of War remaster, which is pretty fucking great. Oh. I just literally didn't hit the button. Keep holding right. Or diagonal down right instead of down. Keep doing it. It's like my brain is just suddenly thinking too much instead of just doing what my muscle memory knows. Have I seen any of the new Dawn of War 4 stuff? I have not, actually. I did not look at any of the in-engine footage or any of that. Dude, it's that second fruit that I just keep whiffing on. I think that probably the RTS that I might just say, if you liked any Total Annihilation Supreme Commander, Jesus. It's that one that I just keep missing. It's just driving me. Oh, it's driving me bananas. You can hear how mad I am. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, I died? I thought I had plenty of health. Ah, I'm not paying attention. I think I got maybe one more run in me. Then I'm just going to call it for the day. Oh, jeez. This is what I mean by not paying attention. I'm just kind of easing out. I think Beyond All Reason is a game that's just... So, I mean, like, frankly, I think that in terms of being like a product, it has so much jank. Like, just an absolutely insane amount of jank alongside an absolute gargantuan amount of quality of life features. It's so interesting to see as a project because it's a fully open source, community-made, volunteer-made project. And it has like an absolute diehard following. Barsgrave, have you tried Planetary Annihilation? I think I bought it. And then just never got around to playing it. Kind of forgot it existed. I know those devs went on to make Industrial Annihilation, which has like stopped getting updates and stuff, and so I know Industrial Annihilation was trying to be a Factorio and an RTS. Like, you build a factory, and that's what gives you your income. I don't really know how that would work. What role does Chipotle have in my life? Dude, I still fucking love Chipotle. I just hardly eat them. Although that does sound good. Oh! Oh my! Wait a minute. I'm down attacking. I'm down attacking. Motherfucker, it's these ones. It's these stupid. Gotcha. No risks. Is there one here? Huh. expect this bug. Because he's going to defend you, getting back up. Defend you from getting back up if you invariably fall down. Oh my god, it's that same damn one. Balls. I want to do a little collision test thing. Wow, it actually really lets you hit it. I was trying to jump quite a ways through before hitting that. I think that I've been expecting that you need to be quite a bit higher up than you actually need to be. Yeah, because that's like basically behind me when I hit it. Alright, that was just me being bad. Sucks to suck. Why is this like... Why is this my Achilles heel? Oh god. It's that little leapy that I think is the tricky pickle. Maybe I need to hit it a little bit later. See, I thought that last one was definitely going to hit. Dude, yeah, no, it's like my fingers are forgetting how to play the game. Man, that one just feels... So... there was a test that I was trying to do, and then I accidentally messed up and died, so I'm just gonna do one more. Which is, when I bounce off... This is the thing that I wanted to research. Which is that if you bounce off, I'm not holding the A button anymore when I'm midair. Because I know that when you're jumping, if you let go, I'm literally jumping, releasing, and then I'm not like holding A. So if I'm going to test this. Like, is the height that you go back up the same when you're holding jump or not holding jump? Because, for instance, in this sequence, I'm jumping, releasing, X, X, X. During that entire XXX, I was not holding jump. So let's do this test. So when I go up here and I... No, you go the same height. Got it. Ugh. Be holding down more. What the whole fuck? Same height, but different animations. The animation, I think, is just stylistic. It's not changing based upon what I'm holding. Hmm? Ooh. Oh, you were gonna climb up, you fucking asshole. Ah! Why do I keep sending myself off? I will say, even though I am gonna just rap right now, because I just want to sign off a little early because I'm tired. Even though I'm dying to that stuff, I think it's fantastic. I'm actually having like the most fun. Like I'm tired. I'm a little tuckered, but like, make no mistake, man. This is fucking awesome. This game rules. And so with that, let me get my little schedule going. I'm going to be doing March of the Giants tomorrow. Mostly walking on Monday. I'm going to play some Silksong on Tuesday, but then I'm gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on a work trip. Following the next week, mostly walking Monday, and then Silksong the whole damn week, I think. I'm excited to go. I'm excited. See you then.